What's up, everyone? Time to do the what's in the bag video for 2025. Brand new. Everything brand new for me. Not brand new, but you know what I mean. Starting out with the bag. Brand new Titleist bag. One of the best bags I've ever had. All the way around. Nice durability. Very, very lightweight. Cart bag. Can't tell you how many people have given me compliments on that bag. Just running back and forth all over the United States, playing golf, all over. And man, I probably sold 4 of these bags just from taking it out places and people asking. Everyone always asks if I'm a staff player for playing that bag, which really looks good, but could also bring me things in the future as well. So I'm just thankful for that bag. Got it for Christmas probably 3 years ago. Still looks good, brand new. Can't say enough about it, love it. All right, next up, we're gonna go with the things that I have on my bag, okay? Here, it's a little thing that I have in here for a lot of the sayings that I have, things that I've heard, that get me going, make me think, make me feel like I can do better than what I really am doing. You know, a bunch of little different sayings that I have in here whenever I get down on the course or feel like I can't hit a good shot or can't do things correctly. I always reach in my little goodie bag there, pull out a nice little saying, gets me back to mental stability to where I need to be. Also, this reason I wear this rubber band as well. This rubber band helps me whenever I get on the course, start thinking down, start thinking that things will not ever go right while I'm out on the course, and things don't ever really go right. We just always are working towards them becoming the best that they can be. So that's why I wear this, because if I hit a bad shot, get thinking down in my head about what's going on, I'll use this as a popping tool to pop me back to reality, bring me back to that moment, and the right now, because that's all that matters when you're on the golf course, is that moment right now. And I start thinking positive, start thinking about what I can do to make things better now. The other thing that I have is my Indian heritage. I'm Cherokee Indian. My great-grandmother was 3/4. My dad is half. We're roughly 1/4. So I had this made. Well, I didn't have it made. I bought it from a Navajo Indian. I really like the colors of it. You know, it's really, really nice. Fits the bag really well. Carry it around with me everywhere that I go. The next thing that I have is this eagle that my old boss gave to me. Scott Thorpe gave this to me. Me and him talked for a while about different things to look for or get better at or to improve yourself in, and he bought that for me and gave it to me there, and it's been on the bag ever since. I leave it on there. Last but not least, is always the most important thing, the cross. It always goes with me everywhere I go. The Lord's always with me at all times. I'm thankful for that. Next, my towel. It is a Golf Week towel, 2021 Tour Finals. Played on this league for a little while. You know, I'm very, very thankful that I was able to play out here, go to the finals that year. Actually did fairly decent on the tour out there. A lot of nice guys, people that I've met, played with, that are really, really great golfers. You know, they improved my skills and status. Next up, we'll go with the wedges. Wedges. I'm going with a 3-wedge system. Usually don't always go with this, but I keep the 50 in the bag just in case I need it. I don't use it all the time. I don't take it with me all the time anywhere that I go, but the 50 is a 50F grind. Really, really like this. I usually hit all my wedges 3/4. I don't ever hit any wedge that's more than a 3/4 shot. It's usually a controlled, nice little controlled shot throughout impact, where I can control the distance, control the spin, control the height, really bring everything down to where it's more or less a lot more controlled throughout the whole swing. The next thing is going to be 54-degree wedge. And then I play with the 58. Both of those are M grinds, which 8 degrees. I had the SM9s and 10 degrees of bounce. Really couldn't get the turf interaction figured out with those wedges. And then I switched to the Cleveland wedges, the RTX 6 raw wedges. Same thing with those. Could not get it figured out with the ground turf interaction with what was going on there. And then I scrapped both of those, picked these up as soon as they came out in late 2024, early 2025. And I can't say enough good things about them. These wedges right here are beautiful. I mean, just look at them, front, back. Been hitting a lot of them, you know, all around the course. Really, really good wedges. Proud of them. Can't say enough good things. Bob Oakey, doing your thing. Then pitching wedge through 8-iron. Hop into the irons that I've played in the past before, and I got away from them, and I never should have gotten away from the Shrexon clubs. And these are the bladed version of the Shrexons. And I'm only playing these pitching wedge through 8-iron. I probably could go up to the 8-out to 7-iron. But I like the 7-iron and the ZX7s, which I'll talk about those here in a minute. But these here, beautiful. Very, very nice look. Clean, very, very clean. All the way around. Beautiful club. I mean, all of them, very, very gorgeous. I've only had these in the bag for roughly 4 rounds, but through the 4 rounds that I've played with them, very, very good. Nice through the turf with the V-sole. Everyone knows the V-sole on these clubs. Very, very nice. I mean, I couldn't say enough good things about these. Very, very great through the turf, in and out of the turf. If you're a little bit more of a steep player, that's what you need to be playing. I mean, that's great. And the wedges, well, the shafts that I have in these, I just switched back to the shafts that I was playing when I was playing really, really, really well, probably 3 years ago, roughly. I was out in Texas and I played a tournament out there and switched back to the Modus. And these are the Modus 120X flex shafts that are in these. Very, very good, nice smooth shaft, good feel, even weighted. You don't feel so much in your hands, you don't feel so much down by the head of the club. Very, very good throughout impact. I mean, I love it on these. Oh, and the wedge shafts are just the regular Bob Oakey wedge shafts that come in those. I didn't have to switch anything to those. I ran into problems before trying to switch wedge shafts out and mess with trajectories and things like that. It never worked out for me. So I had to find something that was going to match with what I already had. And as I was alluding to before, 7-iron all the way through 4-iron in the bag are the Shrexon ZX7s. Very, very beautiful club, nice, clean. I mean, these things, gorgeous. I know they just dropped the new ones, ZXIs. I mean, I'd like to hit them, try them out, but it's going to be hard to get these out of my hand because I'm telling you, these things are very, very forgiving across the face. They sit well, have a nice look down by the ball. I mean, if you are a player, you can't go wrong with these because they're going to give you every benefit that you've ever looked for in a golf club. Look good, feel good, play well, sound great. I mean, everything about these screams player. And Shrexon is doing a great job with every iron that they do come out with. They've gotten better each and every one. I played all the way back to here. These Shrexon 785s. I mean, these are really what got me going with Shrexon. And if you really look at the 7-iron, and these, and the 7-iron, over here is the ZX7, over here is the 785. I mean, these things are identical in how they look. Top line, all of it. I mean, blade length. The only thing that I could find that was different is that this one had one more scoring line on it than the ZX7s did. I mean, I analyzed everything about these clubs before I got them, and with these clubs, I ended up finishing 4th in a tournament out in Texas and no one gave me a chance to win it, or no one even gave me a chance to even play in it. So ever since these irons, and now these irons, I've gotten back to old winning ways and playing well and having confidence out on the course. So like I said, Trek's on back from the 785s, the Z785s, to now the ZX7s, and now you guys have the new ZXi, which I'm gonna look at, maybe think about upgrading to, if it's better than this one. But very, very good irons, all the way back from the 785. Very, very beautiful iron. All right, now hopping into, we'll go driving iron here. Man, this club, it is, I don't want to say a one-trick pony, but I'm still playing around with it. The shaft that came in it, which is the TaylorMade PUDI 2-iron, 17 degrees aloft. I mean, this thing is a beast off the tee. I mean, you cannot ask for a better driving iron than this one. But you start to run into problems with it if you try to hit it off the turf. It doesn't elude well to off the turf hitting. And I've messed with it here lately with a new shaft in it. The shaft that comes in it is a 105 gram shaft, which is a little heavy. But they do that so they can get the swing weight right, because these heads are a little bit lighter than, let's say, a forged iron. You know, so it comes out heavy on the head, so they put a heavier shaft to try to get the swing weight back up. So I went back with a lighter shaft, which is the Ventus 90X shaft, Velacore. And I've been hitting this off the tee box, and I mean, this thing is really, really good throughout the turf. Got the nice sound to it. I mean, I can't say bad things about it now. Haven't really tried to hit it off the turf very much, but those videos are to come. I've only played one round with it, hit it twice, and both times it was really, really nice off the tee. So we'll just see. We're still playing around with it, trying to get it to where we can use this in a tournament. Right now I'm hitting this off the tee about 240, 245 ish, you know, from anywhere from 235 to, let's say, 250 is where I'll normally hit this club distance wise. Now it delivers on the distance without a problem. Sounds great, looks good down by the ball. I mean, this thing is a monster if you can get it to where you can utilize it off the deck. That's where I'm trying to work towards, to get this to where it becomes a weapon in tournaments. And I'm going to play in a lot of tournaments that's coming up here, so I want to make sure that this thing is ready to go without a shadow of a doubt to give me and deliver on a tight golf course, to where I can be able to utilize this to the best of my ability. Wood. The head cover that I have on this, everyone seems to like head covers nowadays. You know, it's a big industry now for head covers. Nothing really fancy. I just kept things, you know, traditional with the 3-wood head cover, and it's going to be the Titleist head cover, one with stars on it. Really, really like this one whenever I found it out in the PGA Tour Superstore. And just generic, just with the stars. Keep everything nice and simple there. And the 3-wood that I'm going with now is the GT3 range from Titleist there. Very, very nice little look. I mean, nice clean face. This thing feels great off the face. And the funny thing about this is I did have the TSR range of woods from Titleist. The first ones that I've ever played from Titleist. First clubs that I've ever picked up, but everyone was going to the lighter carbon heads, and I didn't really like those. I couldn't really feel the head anymore. I like still like a little bit heavier weight in all of my woods and drivers and things like that. But then I switched to Titleist for that reason, and I really, really like the TSR range. They really, really were very, very good throughout everything, off the turf, off the tee. Very, very nice trajectory, sound, feel, everything was good with them. And then I was hesitant to switch to the GT3 range because I heard that they were going to a new polymer head or material in the heads now. Well, I thought that I was gonna like the driver more than I did the 3-wood, And it turns out that I like the 3-wood more than I like the driver. You know, that's crazy about that. This 3-wood is really, really good. I mean, this thing is very, very nice. Got a very, very good look to it. I mean, I love it. And the shaft that I have in this, I just switched to this shaft, was the Ventus Red 7X VeloCore Plus shaft, the 2024 edition of the shaft. This thing gives you a nice high trajectory, really, really good feel. I like it a lot. I mean, I still only have probably 7 or 8 rounds with this one as well. Everything I have in my bag is less than 10 rounds of golf on it. So really, really still trying to get used to everything. Just very, very good 3-wood. I like it a lot. Now, next for the driver. Coming for the head cover on this one. I had to go with the Black Panther head cover here. Now, I used to run with my old Lion head cover, which was the John Daly edition, original one with the signature on the bottom. A lot of the ones they started coming out with after that did not have the signature on it, which I got it before they took the signature off of it. And the hair and everything's a little bit more vibrant on that one. But I retired him because he's been with me a long time. Started to fade out a little bit on his hair, and I didn't want to ruin him because I like it. So he's over on the shelf right over there, watching everything that goes on in here. But anyway, this kind of glows in the dark. I got it from another YouTube golfer that does videos. Seen he had it, really, really liked it. Went out, bought my own. This thing is very, very nice. It's only, I believe it was $110 roughly by the time I got it here. Glows in the dark, very, very nice. Got a lot of compliments on that. Driver is the GT3 as well, the new one, coming right out of for their 2025 lineup. 8 degrees on the head here, standard. I don't mess with anything on weights. I don't mess with anything on hosel adjustments. I usually just buy the driver how it is and then make my swing work around whatever that is for that driver. This thing is very, very nice. A little lighter in the head weight because they did go to that polymer that makes it a little bit lighter, but to me it's not as light as, let's say, other brands that are out there right now that are doing this with the new carbon fiber heads. Really, really good. I like the sound of it. I like the feel of it off the face. Very, very forgiving now from the TSR3 to the GT3. I would say on an off-center hit, this thing still delivers distance as the TSR3 did on great strikes. So that's why I like it, you know, because I don't have to dime it every time or hit it perfect every time for this thing to still deliver downrange as far as it should. Very, very good driver. Shaft that I have in that. Just switched to this shaft as well, this Ventus 6X VeloCore Plus shaft that's in this one. I like this one as well too. I mean, this thing feels good, got a nice high trajectory to it, and sounds good. Has a really, really good sound to this combination here. Right now my driving distance is about 275 whenever I'm not hitting it that well, all the way up to 310ish, you know, and I'm really piping it and driving it well that particular day. And I really, really feel good about this for this coming up season, you know, for this driver 3-wood combination here. My 3-wood is not actually lofted to 3-wood. I got it lofted to a 4-wood, so it's kind of the best of both worlds. That way, off the ground, I can be able to hit it off the ground, get a little more forgiveness off the ground because of the degrees. And last but not least, we will go with the clubs. My old school white hot putter. It's the Odyssey white hot Super Strokes grip on that. Really, really love the Super Strokes grips. Kind of a little bit bigger in the hands. Gives you a little bit more stability, takes your hands out of it, where you can just take it straight back, straight through stroke. And this one is the white hot 12 CS center shaft versus 12. I can't tell you how many putters that I went through before I was actually able to find that center shaft was the right putter style for me. I mean, through so many manufacturers and neck bends and toe hang and face balance and slightly toe hang, slightly face hang. I mean, this one's more of a face balance putter, but for my stroke and what I do whenever I'm putting, it just works well for me to get the putter down on the ground flat, get over it with my eyes, and then just straight through stroke. And it took me years to find that out. I had to just really go through putter after putter after putter after putter until I was able to find what really works for me in my stroke whenever I'm putting. I would say everyone needs to go through that process of doing it, not just go off the looks or go off the just the feel or just what looks cool for that time frame. You really, putting is about consistency. Putting is about being able to do the same thing over and over and over and over again without thinking about it. Being able to step up there and know that I'm going to stroke this thing 6 to 8 inches and it's going to go 4 to 5 feet, whatever that is. It's very, very important that you're able to do that consistently on the greens. And everything else that I have in my bag is just generic. A few things, the rangefinder that I use now, I've used forever and a long time, it's just a Bushnell. This one is a new version that they came out with. Just the Pro X3 Plus, always got a Bushnell in the bag. My tea bag, things I keep in there for snacks. The balls that I'm playing now are really it's a transition between 3 different balls. Really, I'm coming to the end of the cycle for the Callaway Chrome Tours. Now these are great balls, and I switched to them because of this line that was on there. I used to always put lines on my balls, but then I'd it'd hit the ground, and it'd smear everywhere, and I couldn't stand it. I'd have to get a new one out. I couldn't continue to use that ball anymore because it bothered me. So I went to these for that reason, but these balls spin a little bit more than what I'm used to. But I used them anyway because I wanted to have that line on it. And then now, the 2024 Titleist ball, I switched to that one again because of the easy to putt tool on it. Lines everything up for you. You don't have to draw a line on it. Really, really like this ball. And then I tried the TaylorMade TP5 X balls. They're really, really good as well. Every ball manufacturer now is so close, so similar to one another. It's going to be how you want it to feel, how you want it to sound off the face, and if it's clicky with the putter, that's one thing that'll turn me off from a ball really fast, is if I putt with it and it's clicky. And I'm not going to use it because I don't like that sound, I don't like that feel of it. I like a little bit more of a softer ball that's more controllable throughout everything that I'm doing. It lets me know that things are a lot more softer, and I can control the fly of the ball a little bit better. So those are the 3 balls that I'm messing with now. I only have a few of these left, but these 2 are in the bag for this coming up season. What I have is my tripods that I have in there. I go around with 3 different tees. So the tees that I have that I go around with now are these 3 different ones. This one's from the Peninsula Golf Club. These are the black ones. I really like these because they don't leave any marks on your driver whenever you hit it. So these are really, really good. Every time I try to go down to Peninsula, I'll snag a few more of these than I probably should, but I keep a lot of those with me just in case I need them. And then the other ones that I have are these other markable tees that have these indentions on them, or lines per se, so that you can get the same tee height every time. I can't tell you how important that is, just like this one here. so you can get the same tee height every single time. That is very, very important if you're out here playing a lot of tournament high caliber golf. If you're not teeing it up a bunch of times out on the field or out on the course a bunch of times and paying attention to how high that ball is, it's quickly you can hit it thin, you can go underneath it. It's very, very important to get the right tee height. And I started using those so I could get the right tee height. Believe it or not, I ended up dropping strokes off my game because I was able to be more consistent with that tee height and strike throughout the ball more times than not. On this side, I keep some of my shack balls in here. This is my alignment stick that I take with me out. And this is another Titleist tool that I got from them. Very, very good. Fits in your bag really, really nice. Yeah, shack balls over here on this side. Oh, these are putting balls that I take with me to the golf course. Trying to get my roll right on all my putts and everything like that. But that's about it for what's in the bag video. Thank all you guys for watching my new YouTube channel. I just came out with it, Southern King Golf. We are gonna be doing a lot more videos with a lot more things that I have going on and coming up here soon. So thank you for all the subscribers that I do have, the few that I do have. Thank you to all you guys. Hopefully we'll get more videos and a lot more fun things coming up here soon and shortly. Thank you.